everybody, it's GuidingHalo here. I hope you're all doing well. This is going to be your daily hope for, gosh, I guess it's the 19th. So let's find out what's up for all y'all, shall we? Let's find out what's up. All right, here we go. I'm sorry about the camera changing lighting. I'm not sure why that is, other than my hand comes across and blocks the light that's already there, perhaps. But see, if I put the light closer, then it shines on the cards, I think. So, but let's see what'll happen. We'll leave it like this and see what happens. But see, as soon as I move or put my hand there, the light changes. So just keep that in mind. I don't believe it's a spiritual thing per se. It's just my hand covering where the light is shining on, if that makes sense. So, wonder what happens if I go here. Yeah, see, it just all changes. So, anyway, take it as it resonates. Whatever it makes you joyful to think about it as, do that. That's what works for me. All right. Message from Spirit, please, for October 19th. Let's find out what's going on. What does Spirit want us to keep in mind? What's the big dealio here for this day? And apparently it is a big dealio. I'm just saying there's going to be some squares and I don't know, somethings today. So it shall be interesting. Oh, look at that. Let's put this down a little bit so we can have a straighter view on there. Yes, okay. So it says, choose to know the truth. Choose to know the truth because you can. Open your inner vision. You can see through deception. Let the past go. Make room for a better life. Rise up. Magic and wisdom are your birthright. So there's something perhaps somebody's not been seeing for what it truly is. And it's time to change that. Yeah, definitely time to change that. I'm going to increase the lighting in there. So, let's pull another one of these. I don't usually pull two, but let's do that today for fun. Magic and wisdom are your birthright. Not listening to your intuition, even though your intuition in some way, shape, or form has been screaming out loud. Orca whale, adventure, dare to do things differently, sing your wild song, manifest your travel dreams, attempt the great journey with confidence, be loyal, friends and family are your treasures, be brave, you are more powerful than you know. So, friends and family are your treasures. Relying on your tribe, who you consider family, it's not necessarily who you've been born into this world as, but who you consider as your true family, the people that get you, the people that resonate with you, the love that is shared with you. Yeah, that's a beautiful way to look at it. The love that is shared with you. So enjoy that as your friends and family, not searching for the love outside of yourself, but understanding that that love is already within yourself. A lot of times when you have harnessed powerful, powerful love within self, you have the absolute beauty to give that powerful love outwards. And when you do have that powerful love within self, you may come across people who are as I've talked about before on this channel, a 15-gallon love bucket type person. They have immense love to give. And they give it to many. Therefore, it may leave you in a circumstance where even though that person is a 15-gallon love bucket person, they are the type of person that can only give you 3% because of all of the other things going on in their life. The question is, do you measure somebody for the size of their love bucket, or do you measure somebody for their ability to love? Their capacity for love? How do you measure somebody in your life? Because I'm telling you, how you measure somebody else is how you measure yourself, because it comes from within. So I'm going to put this, well, let's get them centered. Yeah, I'm going to put that over there and pull a different card here. I think one of these is coming to me. First, I'm going to pull one of these. Universe has my back deck on each one of these cards. Owl magic. Choose to know the truth because you can. Open your inner vision. You can see through deception. So there could be someone trying to deceive you, or maybe it's self-deception. As you know that you're doing something that is perhaps deceptive to self and your inner wisdom, maybe that is when you start to perceive deception in others or think others are deceiving you. Know the truth because you can. Choose to know the truth because you can. Rise up. Magic and wisdom are your birthright. So be powerful within what you know for you. My happiness is a direct reflection of my level of faith in the universe. Look at that. That is beautiful. Why is that beautiful? Because there's something about coming into your wisdom. It's not about having to be a certain thing or be a certain way or do a certain thing a certain way. It's a matter of the journey. Absolutely. It's all about the journey and accepting the journey as the adventure. How do we sing that wild song? How do we come into true power of what that wild song means for us? Manifest your travel dreams. Where are you trying to travel to? This could not be necessarily a journey by sea. This could be the journey with your family and your tribe. Where are you and your tribe traveling to that is in a spiritual nature, on an emotional journey? Water is about emotions. And singing your wild song about how your emotions feel. And in doing so, then that helps your tribe and your family come to you. Why does it help them come to you? Because what you put out there, you also therefore attract. Just like I was explaining, a person that can only give 3% of their time to you, you measure time, say, as your love language, and it may cause issues. But the reality is that person very well could be a 15-gallon love bucket. So the question herein lies, why is it that you need their time in order to make you feel loved? The other question is, why is it that they have to give you their time in order for you to feel loved? Where is it in the giving that we actually feel love? This is very emotion-based. This is very knowledge and wisdom-based. Swords energy, water energy, you see. There's something about you that is different in knowledge. In wisdom, you could be very astute with knowledge and like an investigative type mind. You already understand behind the scenes what's going on. Even if you deny it, even if you sit there and go, no, that can't be the case, because I want it to be this way. This is coming together and an understanding between you, spirit, and your inner being, and all that comes around you as you being the center of your universe, all that comes around you and all that you attract. There's a new understanding between how to combine the emotional and the unconditional way that we love with the knowledge, the wisdom, and the truth that comes from spirit. Knowing the truth, hands down. Question is, can you know the truth and have the happiness you feel, even regardless of what's going on, be a direct reflection of your level of faith in the universe? Or are you going to sit there and be in swords energy constantly and go, well, how can I make this turn out so I'm comfortable with it? Here also, can we be unconditional emotional love? Thank you, universe, for helping me see beyond the limits of fear. You see what I'm saying? Beyond how it is we want to control it. Thank you for expanding my perceptions so that I can see what is of the highest good. I think that in loving people as they are, which innately turns to you loving you as you are. Okay, I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop right there because I had a conversation with somebody earlier or yesterday. The thing is, you have a perception, a perceived notion, idea that you have brought into this whole time frame, your whole life. Can you love absolutely from a place of not trying to make things look as you need them. In our life, we sit there and we make a whole list of this person needs to do this. I want someone who does this, who does this, who does this, who does this, who does this. And in a spiritual community, we're saying, okay, we're looking for somebody who fits all of this criteria, which is fantastic. That's not an issue to do, and to know what it is you want and where it is you stand. The question is, in loving somebody unconditionally, even though you know the truth of what's going on, but you do not allow that to affect your happiness or your level of faith and trust in the universe, that is a big deal. That is true high priestess, high priest energy, you see. Can you love somebody in that way? You can in a mental frame, but can you do it in an emotional frame? And trusting. Thank you, universe, for helping me see beyond the limits of my fear. You see, fear limits you. Trying to control things how they should be, one succinct way after another, it absolutely limits you in your life purpose, in your life goals, in many, many ways. And making all of these lists of how people have to be. You see, when they realize through your action and your behavior that they don't have to measure up, I have to tell you something. In a lot of cases, not all, but in a lot of cases, that's when they start to measure up, because they realize that you're not going anywhere. If you have people that lie to you and don't tell you the truth, is it because they fear your judgment? Fear your judgment, your emotional judgment? If they want to be happy with you and you know the truth about what's going on and they do, the thing is do they fear the truth changing your emotional judgment of them? Does source's opinion of you change based on what you're doing and what you're bringing into your life? No, they sit there and go, okay, well, you know what? That's your deal, your circus, your monkeys. It's what you attracted to yourself, and it's a soul lesson. So the reality is, we sit here, can we say to the other person and say, well, you know what? That's okay. I can love you from here. You've attracted this to yourself. You know, it's your monkeys, your circus, your situation. Even though it could indirectly affect you in a financial way or whichever way. If you're trusting in spirit to be the one that leads you forward, are you able to do that? Are you able? Let's get a message from Sacred Destiny Oracle on that thought. Wow, these cards aren't stuck. The energy is so nice. They're just sliding in my fingers. Oh, it feels so good. I love it. Success. Well, that's what Spirit has to say with the whole conversation I just had with you. That is what brings your success. Do I need to say anything more? Well, I don't, but I'm going to read it from the book because there's always hidden nuggets and wisdom and gems in there for us to see. Success. New beginnings in success. Satisfaction, contentment, and fulfillment are at hand. Success is waiting to expand in your life. Be ready to accept and embrace this success, for it might occur very rapidly. All is possible. The gates of triumph are waiting to open. Being in a state of gratitude for all the small successes in your life will give birth to larger ones. Your satisfaction will come in many forms and from many areas of life. Celebrate it all and breathe it all in. No matter how small or seemingly insignificant, this is an excellent time to make commitments, sign contracts, and make deals. Good fortune will ensue. And I'm telling you, everybody sits there and says during Mercury retrograde, don't do that. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it, because you know what? You're going to have to go and renegotiate the contract, and it might not turn out how you want it, and blah, blah, blah. But when you are going through Mercury retrograde in Scorpio, which is the underworld, if you have not learned what is in your underworld and dealt with the skeletons in your basement, the skeletons that are outwardly of you that can come in and affect you are definitely going to do so. We're going to look at our own selves in an entirely different way. I believe we are learning to come out of self-judgment. We're learning to come out of judgment of others, completely looking at things in an absolutely different perspective that allows us impeccable, I would even hazard a guess to say, impeccable understanding. Let's get a message from the angels, please. Message from the angels. I'm not feeling this deck here as I'm doing it, as I'm shuffling. The cards aren't coming out either. Oh, there's one. See, this is how I pick them, the one that comes furthest out. Your children on earth and in heaven are happy and well cared for by God and the angels. This is telling me, my friends, that if there's been a loss in the tribe, somebody, it could even be someone you taught that you viewed as a pupil of yours, could be somebody that's a child that has passed away and gone to heaven, or someone who has lost a baby and now the baby is being born as a different child. You know, Angel Opal here, they're well cared for by God. So perhaps there's a journey someone was thinking about taking or going on, and you know the truth of this journey it's going to bring you, but you're concerned about your children in the situation. Well, understand, they are the divines to work with and to care for and to love through. It's beautiful when you can release that to the divine, my friends. It's true empowerment, because your children are only yours for a little while. You know, as you honor and follow the guidance of your heart, prosperity is coming to you now. Talk about success. So what is your heart telling you to do? Where's the guidance leading you? That deep panther within you knows the power of your prowess. They know the power, your inner being, you know the power that you are. So what is left to do when you know the power that you are? Know the truth because you can. What is the truth? Whatever it is that brings you happiness because of your level of faith in the universe. That is a new truth for someone out there to give to themselves. You can see through the deception. Let the past go and make room for a better life. If you let go of even deception within self, within yourself, and you see this letting go of how we've lied to ourselves about making people measure up to a list or a whichever. I mean, have your list of what you desire, but having someone measure up, I'm going to challenge you, if you've made that list, you have always 1000% of the time got to measure up to every single thing on that list. The person you're looking for is your true match, perhaps, whether it's business, family, relationship, person, place, or thing. That thing you're looking for, your true match, may not come to you as it looks, because it may very well be the truest reflection of who you are. My question is, are you seeing yourself realistically? Are you sitting in unconditional love? Thank you for expanding our perceptions so that we can see what is of the highest good. How are you going to love? How are you going to use wisdom? How are you going to have hope and faith in the universe to bring about the success you want in your life as you honor and follow the guidance of your heart? Not your mind, not the small brain, your heart. What does your heart want, and how does your heart feel? Regardless of what outside circumstances may look like, regardless of the emotions, what does your heart feel? Ask yourself that, and then take the step forward. I love you guys. I hope it resonates. Talk to you again soon.